As a mentee, I gained great knowledge from someone more experienced than myself who could share the ins and outs of the role and what worked and what didn't. And that was very valuable, and it saved a lot of time when you're starting out in the role.
Takes responsibility for their own learning. A good mentee takes initiative and is eager to learn. A good mentee is honest and open when sharing their successes and challenges with their mentor, and sets realistic expectations and goals for themselves. A good mentee has courage to take risks and try new things, both within and outside their comfort zone. A good mentee is motivated to succeed and to improve their teaching and learning practice.
I believe a good mentee needs to be a good listener and needs to be willing to accept change.
Is open to advice, somebody who's eager to learn, somebody who is willing to share where they might need some help and to be open. I think somebody who's a good mentee will also be somebody who's willing to try something that's new to them and maybe a little bit out of their comfort zone.
Is someone who is ready to learn new things. A good mentee is someone who's very flexible. They need to be hardworking, and they need to have a drive or a passion in what they're doing. And they can't be afraid to make mistakes.
You have to be ready to take critical feedback and be able to apply what you've learned. You need to be a risk taker. You're willing to try something new and not be afraid to make mistakes. You need to take initiative and put in the effort to get the most of your experiences. For example, collaborating with other staff members. You need to build relationships with students, parents, and staff.
A mentee can be good at being a mentee if they're modest. They work hard at developing and sometimes even changing. I feel like I was really, really great at it when I had admiration and respect for my mentors.
I think what makes a good mentee is being open-minded and listening to your mentor and understanding that this person is talking from great experience, but still knowing that you have a lot to contribute as a mentee, that you have knowledge and you have experiences and you have ideas that shouldn't be ignored simply because you're a mentee. Be willing to ask questions and not afraid to stand up for themselves and speak and advocate for themselves when necessary.
I believe a good mentor is someone who makes himself available to the mentee. They should be willing to share their expertise and also be a good listener. Support the mentee and not overwhelm them. Should be willing to listen and share as well. They should be open and ask questions.
As a mentor, there's that good feeling you get from helping someone and knowing you made a difference. As well, I think a mentor, I learn more about how I do what I do or why I do what I do when I share it with others. A good mentor, I need to be patient and kind. I need to be a good role model, practice what you preach. Also, I need to stay positive.
A good mentor is willing to share their skills, knowledge, and expertise. Or listens and respects the mentee in terms of where they're at in their own professional learning journey and advocates for the mentee. A good mentor values mentorship and ongoing lifelong learning.
You need to be patient. You need to be a professional and be a positive influence through your actions and words.
From my own personal experiences, the best mentors I ever had gave me the freedom to fly on my own for a little while. They were supportive. They checked up to make sure that I felt comfortable in every scenario. They were there to help me if I faltered in any way. A good mentor understands those challenges and rather than makes you feel bad about them, supports you and gives you the tools that you need to be successful. I think a good mentor wants you to succeed and they want to see you do really well on your own, and they trust you to make certain judgments and certain calls as you're learning. And so I think a good mentor has faith in your abilities as a teacher and allows you to ask for help without making you feel bad about asking. Even as a mentor, I feel like you can gain a lot of knowledge from the people who you are mentoring because they have new, fresh ideas and optimism and idealism that sometimes we more experienced teachers tend to lose after a little while.
A lot of experience and a lot of knowledge, somebody who is encouraging, and somebody who is invested in the relationship as well and is always ready to listen and share their knowledge.
They're just great natural leaders who are articulate, kind, and extremely talented.
Gives constructive feedback at the appropriate times.
I have learned the importance of intention when pairing mentor-mentee pairs to ensure that each partner has expertise to share, such that the mentoring, relationship, and the sharing and learning that occur are reciprocal. As teachers are humble in nature and don't always see their potential or are confident in their ability to support others and don't realize that everyone has expertise and wisdom to share.
I have gained a wealth of knowledge, both as a mentor and a mentee. I think that's the most important part of a mentor-mentee relationship, actually, is the willingness to share information, experiences, to create a relationship where you can trust each other enough to give constructive feedback and to make sure that the intention's there to be helpful and supportive in the mentor or mentee relationship.